Today we analyze Johnson and Johnson, this stock. So, if you have noticed this stock, basically from 2022 May, and they are in the downward channel until 2025 May. Do we have some opportunity? And can we buy this stock? Can we buy at the low point? Today, I'm going to analyze this stock. If you like this stock and if you want to make some money, click like, subscribe, share with your friend. Welcome to ymchannel. This channel is about trading strategy, money mindset to help you make more, learn more. Click like, subscribe, share with your friend. Now we look at monthly chart, Johnson Johnson. Basically, you can see here, 222 March from 225 May, basically is in a downward channel. So let's say if you like to buy and long hold, basically if you buy here, and basically, you need to wait for a couple of years, right? From 2022 to 2025. And basically, you're making a break even. But it's the same. It's the same price. Let's say you buy here, you still at the same price here. So can we buy at the low point with my own strategy? So now we look at this stock. Okay. So the first thing we look at is this blue line. This blue line for monthly chart, I would usually use the red line because the red line is very fast. But the blue line can tell you the market cycle. Are they in the uptrend or is it the downtrend right now? So you can see for the blue line, it's very, very clear. You can see, I want you to see very clearly the blue line. From this point, right, from 2 to 3, they have a confirmation this is a downward channel. And now, what channel is that? Now it's in the upward trend. So you can see from 2 to 5 July is a confirmation this is in the upward trend. How far can they go? Is it something like this? This is something is interesting and we are looking forward to see that. So now go back to the YM Club fast. I told you, monthly chart, we usually trade with the YM Club fast, but the blue line can help us to have a clear picture where are we now. Okay, so basically, um, the 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 fast life is like here, up down, up down, up down so quickly. So we use the blue line to help us to look at the market trend. Now we go back to the money. What is interesting, I always mention is the monthly chart. Do we have a YM entry? Because this is very strong signal to tell you institution come in. For example, the last bunch of YM chip entry back to the cycle is 2008 and 2009, this range. At that price, let's say you follow this green candle to buy. When they go above the red, you buy. You're buying around $56. And then you just hold it until the blue change the direction. And you are selling at 178. Okay, so this is a very cool, easy strategy and super long term. And now we have the same thing happen. We have four area for the green chips. So something I want you to notice. So the first green chips, the price is around 100, 143 to 100 and oh. Okay, this price range here, this few candle, this free candle basically. So this is the free the price range. We use this free range to make a line here. Okay, the highest price of the first candle, the green candle, is 143.64. And you can see very clearly they come back and the body they stop right above the first candle. So this is how powerful. And you know, this is not random. This is institution behavior. They come back and this serve as a support. And they have another free area. It happened to 1, 2, 3, and then they buy. Okay, these are relative low area. And then now they just go above the blue. So some people ask me, where is the best buy point? Of course, it's this one. This candle, when they go above the blue, is best, the first best buy point. And also, when the red change the direction, it's also the buy point. Okay, so basically we have a lot of month here is the buy point, but is it finished? something I want you to think about that the institution stays so long time to plan this game. So are they going, so the buy cost here is around 156 to 144. And here is similar area. So around this area under 168 is the cost. And even here, they're buying for 143, okay? Or even a bit lower. But are they right now? So right now is 218. Are they going to take this profit and that's it? They're planning for such a long time. They're not doing so silly thing. This is monthly chart. I mentioned many times. Monthly chart, the returns is not double. It's way more than double. For example, when we look at here, 2029, this level, 2028 to 2029, they start to buy, right? Even the highest price here is 69. So let's say this is 70. 70. They did not even come back, right? They go all the way up. From 70 all the way go up. Let's say we don't take profit from the highest point. We take profit when they drop below the blue, when the blue change the direction, right? So when the blue change the direction, the stock is 170 or 161. This this candle, right? So how many times is the profit, right? So this is for Johnson Johnson. So, and if you look at here, the last time it happened, again, monthly chart, the YM chip entry, it happened really not really that often. If you buy with this single time frame, monthly chart for YM chip entry, you need to be super patient. The last time, apart from 2009, this one, it happened is not even two, 1993. 1993. So far away. And then the last time is around 1984. Okay? So this is something you need to think about. This stock, do they still have the advantage in the business? Do we still use it? Is it still the head of the sector? If yes, and when they happen to have a YM chip entry, then you can buy it. Again, this is not a financial advice, but I want you to make a wise decision when you do your investment. Many people tell me they are investor. They like to long hold the stock. I say, okay, so what is the criteria when you buy the stock? Oh, no criteria. We just buy and long hold. But this is not a long-term investor. They are not doing this. They are not doing this. You see, long-term investor, they actually, okay, and they don't buy like long whole thing. They do sell it actually, right? They do sell it. Look at this pattern. They do sell it because these YM chippers tell you the long-term investor, they're reducing the stock. And another lie for long-term investor is average dollar buying method, right? Like, so they buy every month or they buy every year. First thing, if you're a professional investor, they don't do this way. I never seen this way because they buy at a special period. They calculate the price, is it a good value? They don't use that method because that one they average the cost. Who use this method? For the one who doesn't know how to calculate the valuation, for the one who doesn't know how to read the chart, for the one who doesn't know any like exclusive indicator like mine to do the buying. But if you have this kind of tools, if you know how to calculate, or if you have, for example, my indicator, basically you can buy at the low point. You don't need to do the dollar costing method. Okay, I'm not saying it's a bad method, but I just tell you the long-term investors they don't use this method, especially the professional one. I never seen that. Okay, so by the way, this is monthly chart. Now we go back to weekly chart. Do we have? Look at this. You see, here is a buy point, and you see the institution come in. Same thing. You can buy here. You can buy here. You can buy here. You can buy here. Okay. So up down also telling you. Go back to the monthly chart. Do we have up down? We do have up down. Even here they tell you that the up is the best point to buy. Okay, when they go above the red, the best another best point is above the blue. Okay, so the weekly chart is the same. You can see the bunch of area every single time the green happen is the point the institution buying. Okay, so right now you see the red is going all the way upward and it's getting quite strong here. The YM big buy, it look like lower and lower because it's getting higher. The price is less buying. Okay, so it's totally normal. But again, this is not the end of this stock. They just start to run. If you look at the monthly chart, they press such a long time here. They just go above this line. So you can see, and then the cost here, which is 150 something, right? 150 around this area. So the cost right now compared to the price right now is not yet double. I mean, they still have the room to go up. Okay, so this is Johnson Johnson, and we go back to the daily chart. Daily chart, you see, they the purple line is the same thing, the purple line here. And basically, recently, they have this course, like they drop below the purple and they go above. So this is one of the good point. So why I still use the blue line and purple line, not the up down, because up down only show you one signal. That's it, up and down. But if you want to add your position, you can use the blue line or purple line to add your position. And now it gets strong again. It look at the red and then blue and then the purple. First, three line in the same direction. Second, they're in the same sequence. So red is the fast, regular timeline is the blue is in the middle, and then is the purple. So it's a very healthy pattern. Look at this. Three upward, right? And red, blue, purple. So red, blue, purple. Is it clear? Because red is fast line. They tell you short term, what are they doing? And then the blue line is the regular trend line. They tell you regular trend line is upward. Long-term trend line is the purple. It's still upward. So far, so good. Of course, the best buy point is when they change the direction. Now it's a bit high, but still, this stock, if you hold this stock, it's not yet the peak. It's not yet the peak. It still look very healthy. Okay, so this is the update today. And OBOS tell you, hey, we do have some risk. If this one disappear and they drop below the blue, you need to be careful, okay? Because it's quite high price right now. Is it possible to have some kind of pull back to the blue line for weekly chart? Yes, because this one already have the yellow candle. When the yellow candle disappear, they will drop more, okay? They may drop something like not like this, but when the yellow disappear and they drop below the last yellow, and this is the price you need to cut gain. Okay, for example here, did they drop below the yellow? No, but they touch back the blue line to give you another buy point. Okay, so this one right now, the the weekly chart is a bit far from the W. It's a bit far from the blue line. So it's possible they come back down to touch it, but it's not too far. It's still, if they touch back here, maybe go back to 200. Because this one is not so frustrating like the test stock. Okay? So if you look at Johnson Johnson, or if you look at more stable stock, you may have a look of Johnson Johnson. And yeah, right now it's like this. Okay, so looking for the good buy point. Right now the stock, you see, institution holding is good. This one, the YM cheapest. YM big buy also look good. Is a green candle and above zero. So it means this is quite a strong stock. Of course, again, the best buy point is when they change the direction. Okay, when they change the direction, when it's so high, you don't go in. Okay, but you can still if I were you, I would buy the most lot when they change the direction. And you can still add your position like 1, 2, 3, done. Okay, now it's a bit high, but this stock, if you look at monthly chart, it's not yet done. We still have some room to go up here. So this is the update for Johnson Johnson. So when we look at the stock, I look at 3 time frame because some of you are super long-term investor. You look at monthly chart. Some of you look at daily chart. Some of you look at weekly chart. But I highly suggest you to look at monthly chart and weekly chart as well, even you are a swing trader, okay? Because I want you to understand when we have like this, okay? So the big trend, let's say, is a downward trend. In between the downward trend, we still have some wave. We still have some wave like right, right. So we still have some wave. So if this is a downward trend already, you need to control how much how what is the percentage you put in or you avoid the market. For example, here, right? When it's downward trend until they go above, then it's confirmed downward trend is finished and they change the direction. And when it's upward trend, if we are still beginning of here, then you can put a bit more percentage, right? But if already halfway up or is already quite far away from the beginning, then you put less. Okay, monthly chart, this one is still beginning. But if you're looking at the daily chart, we are really far away. So if you are a short-term trader for this stock, maybe you don't like it. Because when we up so much, it means they will have a downtrend later. And then they go up again. Okay, so this is something you need to consider. Which time frame do you really want to trade? Because it's different mentality, different attitude. The daily chart, you can avoid a lot of mental stress. So when they drop, you don't need to care. Monthly chart trader or weekly chart trader, you can save a lot of time. You buy and you hold it. You check, just like, okay, let's say you buy here. When they drop below the red, then you withdraw your capital. You're already making very good profit. You withdraw capital. Let the profit run. Let the profit run until when they drop below the blue. This is also a good strategy. You see here? Okay, so this is the update today. I hope you like this video. Click like, subscribe, share with your friend. I see you next video. Bye.